What's going on, guys? So today I'll be taking off the cams on the RB26. Gotta inspect the valve clearances. So this thing's got no compression on 3 of the cylinders 1, 4, and 6. After taking off the valve covers, I found that there was no clearance when basically the cam wasn't touching the buckets. So I'm thinking when this head was taken off and put back together, when they tore the cylinder head apart, they didn't put the shims in the correct places or whatever. So there's currently no compression in 3 of those cylinders, and I'm gonna be taking this timing belt off, the pulleys, the cam pulleys off, and the camshafts themselves. And then I'll be checking it once I take the cams off. There should be nothing pushing down on the valves, so the cylinder should be completely sealed, and I'll try to blow on top of the through the spark plug holes to try and see if the cylinders are sealed. So get started on taking this timing belt off and get these pulleys off. So now that I've got the timing belt off, and then the tensioner pulley and the cam pulleys, I took the back plate off. It had these 2 hoses connected to the back of that backing plate before I could take that off. So now I'm gonna take the valve covers off and start taking the cams off. So now that I've got the valve cover off, I'm gonna start taking these off first. These basically stop the oil from splashing onto the valve cover, the ports in the valve cover. So once these are off, I'm gonna go from the outside and then work my way in, like the manual states, the service manual. So now that I've got the cam caps and the cams off, I went ahead and took off all these buckets and checked if the shims were there or if they fell off or something like that, causing a misfire in 3 cylinders. What I found was, so I had issues in cylinder 1, cylinder 4, and cylinder 6. What I found was on the exhaust side, this shim fell off and it was misaligned. So if I take my magnet and pull this bucket off, this shim was sitting in here, and it wasn't in the middle of our retainer right there, the spring retainer. It was basically sitting like that. So I'm not sure what the cause of that was, if they did that during the assembly or what exactly happened. Maybe they didn't know there were shims in the bucket sitting in there, and when they went to install it, it fell off. So I'm not sure what happened there. It's probably during assembly. That's most likely the reason. So that one was misaligned. And also, I didn't have an issue with cylinder 3, but this one right here is missing the shim altogether. So there's nothing in there, as you can see. So that probably would have caused the it could have caused the valve not opening all the way. Yeah, so that would have caused a performance issue in cylinder 3. And then there was nothing else, I believe, wrong on the exhaust side. So going on to the intake side, I believe it was this one that it was also misaligned. The shim fell off and wasn't in the center, so that valve wasn't closing all the way. So that caused a misfire in this cylinder, and then there was also one in cylinder 4 right here on the intake side. So this one was also misaligned. So it's an easy fix. I could have done this in the car, but I took out the engine thinking it was something else until a friend has suggested to check the shims if they fall off. But now that the engine's out, I could do a couple more mods. I'm thinking about taking the head off and installing some oil restrictors in the block, and also installing the head drain on the back, which is a common issue with the RB26. So yeah, that was the issues right now. So I blew in this, and it's actually holding pressure. So everything's sealed now, but I do have to order a shim for cylinder 3 on this valve. So yeah, I'll do my once I get that ordered and installed, I'll probably transfer one from one that's that I do have and put it there and measure my valve clearances and order the exact size I need. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a pretty significant issue, having misfire in 3 cylinders, no compression, and it's really not a big job to take the cams off and measure everything. So I would say that's pretty good find. Good thing I went to the worst possible thought. I thought I had bent valves or something. Maybe they messed up the timing or something like that. But initially they had told me it was a misfire in just cylinder 1, which really wasn't true, because I did a compression test on all the cylinders and I found that there wasn't any compression in cylinder 4 and 6. But yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I don't have to replace any valves or get any work done on the head. So this engine's good still. So yeah, thank you for watching. One more thing I wanted to add, I will be doing a leak down test. I bought one from Amazon, and I just need a source of air compressor right now to do a leak down test to make sure there aren't any valves that are bent slightly or anything like that because of the shim issue. So I will be doing a leak down test just to make sure everything is good inside the engine. But I mean, even though I'm gonna be taking the head off, I do want to do a leak down test just to make sure everything is sealing good. But yeah, thanks again for watching.